Okay, quick Tuesday morning radar update. So, pretty big thin to win day yesterday with the US closed. DAX just kind of still trading inside this pattern. FTSE 100 through the highs of the previous few days. And a big move in the 250 and small caps, where I tend to place a little bit more of my affects my portfolio more, is the best way of putting it. This one is pretty meaningless. So, a little bit drifty it feels so far this week. US coming back online today. Let's quickly have a look. I'll just bring gold up. That little area on gold we were talking about it's melting up from there again. First swing point on gold was on this day here. So yes, we talked about that pretty sloth-like inside day yesterday, and today they're pushing it higher. Whether the stocks are moving, we are yet to see. I will have a look in a minute. And to be honest, metals are all green today. Even the dollar's green again. Probably see a few oilers. Sorry, Brent, I mean, not the dollar. Probably see a few oilers. And I'll just quickly go and have a look at potential right side of a base. It could be reverse vol. It could be pretty much like that. But that's what we see there at the moment. So let's just jump straight into these screens. WATR, some news on that again today. Right side of a base, trading higher today. So that's helping the cause for us. It is 10:05. We should have traded 24% to be on average volume. That would be 37% to be on conviction. There's a few. Yesterday was, as for closing highs, it's the best day we've seen in over 3 weeks. Let's see if how the week goes, basically. General mix in here. We've seen a few oilers, a few REITs. I'll just run through these large caps and then I'll jump into the small caps. And then I will walk away from the screens again and do a little bit of work on the Trading Bases mobile office. So quick buzz through these, see what's in there. Serica, obviously we had it was more of a base cheat than a. On Serica there was a little ledge here, wasn't there? It broke out, and then there was a swing point on this day here, and off it's gone on its journey. I think on Tullow there you could say, this is coiling. I might actually, depending on how many is in the screens tonight, I might just run through the end of day. Through the oilers. Yeah, my opinion on this is I wouldn't trade it with your money, my enemy's money, or whatever. However you want to put that, I wouldn't trade it with my worst enemy's money. Is probably the best way of putting it. Not your money at all. And though it hit the swing screens on this day here. So we know it was active low, higher low, higher high, traded meaningful levels into the voodoo average, and comes back into that what we call the early bird sort of swing setup. But we'll see what it looks like going forward. Thousands of stocks in the market. I think there's probably hundreds of better opportunities than Ted Baker. We will see. ALFA. This has got. I'll just move on from that one. I've got no interest in that stock. and into the small caps. I'll put 24% in again. I think we'll have a few in here today. Yeah, there's quite a lot running so far in the small caps. Yesterday was, when the US is closed and the UK can really have good days, there was a lot running in the UK yesterday. Today it's a little bit less, but still an okay day. Hard-eyed, lose more scenario, ticking down with the turnover. Had some good quarter on quarter, but is that going to reflect in the full year? Do your own research. Yes, I do see. It's hard to call that a big picture reversal though, but I do see a pullback to a range. Moving on. QFI, lose less scenario. Turnover, it's got some. We've got 2 zeros for the prior years. Moving on. Lit, over and over again, we talk about this one in the area where you want to get your reward to risk trade on. It's it's hitting the screens, and so it should do. For those who took that low risk entry. Industrial metals and mining. Cornish metals. GATC. WATR, obviously I hold a position in that. So, big, huge base here. Came out of this one. Stage 2, stage 3. So, I've got the log scale on here. I did this with Tesla, if you remember. Coming off the lows. Let's put a target in. It's probably the worst thing I could ever do, this. Luckily I can't see it, but who knows? Measured out that previously, it can trend is basically what I'm saying. And when you use a log scale, you can go, well, what if it trends as far as it trended last time? That's not working, is it? Nice trend last time. Do that again. Nice trend. Stop me out down here. Went to sleep for how long? Nearly a year and a half or something before I got involved again. We were watching it through the basing pattern as well, and off it went again, straight to the top of the GTRS and making us money again. Few oilers in here. Big tick down on the forward numbers on this one. Cadence, I've got nothing, no forward on this one, but it's still fine for those who took it. It's still just in that trend. Lookers is a return to growth. Bird is the word. No forward numbers on this one. It was a lose less, turnover ticked up last year. It didn't lose much less at all, to be honest, but for those who are holding it, structurally sound, isn't it? GHI from last week's screens. IGP. Just trying to see if I saw that one last night. IGP. ULS. Dewhurst. Quicksand. Adept. Yeah, I think think tomorrow is earnings on this one, so get risk ahead as always. To step in front of them, you'd want an extremely wide position just to step in front of something 2 days before results. So it couldn't hurt you if it did have a bad result. So that's what's moving today. It seems a little bit summery in the markets recently. Maybe they'll come back to life once the US is out back online and back from holiday. Okay, I'll leave it there. Cheers all.